Hello, welcome to our new interview from the Cloud Report. I'm Friederike, and today I'm talking with the 4 maintainers of the VanillaStack project. Please introduce yourself and tell us about the VanillaStack project. Who wants to start?
Well, as typically I should start. That's pretty much how we proceed typically. Okay, first of all, my name is Karsten. I'm founder and CEO of Cloudical, and I happen to work with an awesome team, a few of which are here and are going to introduce themselves in a few seconds as well. I'm now speaking a little bit more in general. What is VanillaStack? And please, to the other guys in this round, add to that as it makes sense. So VanillaStack is basically the product of what we did the past 3 years as a company. Basically, we did a lot of installation, integration work, pretty much day in, day out, pretty repetitive. And we thought, well, we need to ultimately automate that. We need to make that available as a product and as an open source community project. We were pretty sure and pretty clear on doing that as an open source project based on open source technologies and centered around open source technologies. And VanillaStack is ultimately the result of that, although the word result is a wrong thing because it's not a result, it's an ongoing project, an ever-increasing project, and something that is going to be with us for quite a long time.
Okay, but what it is it concrete? What does it do? What for? Is it usable?
Then maybe I can go ahead. Hi, I'm Christian. I am a senior DevOps engineer in Cloudical, and I am actually doing as daily business that what VanillaStack will be. I've been on a lot of customer sites, installing clouds, Kubernetes clusters, working with them on Cloud Foundry, implementing stuff, and at the end, most of the things are the same everywhere. You have some different approaches, you have some different prerequisites, but at the end, what you're doing is just a changed template. It's just a fix. It's just small network thingies, but it's kind of easy. And as you do at the end, most of your work with Ansible to automate things, to make it easy, why don't combine it? Take Ansible, install Kubernetes, install OpenStack, make a beautiful web UI which is easy usable, and you're ready to go with VanillaStack.
This is what we see for all of our customers. Most people are failing on the same errors. They are all doing the same mistakes. And this is what we would do in a better way, better mistakes. My name is Kim. I'm the CTO of Cloudical. I'm more the OpenStack expert in the VanillaStack core. This is where many customers are looking strange at the moment. Running OpenStack on top of Kubernetes, is this a good idea? Is this really working? And we say yes, it's a great solution because we are using the cloud native functionalities of Kubernetes, using these modern approaches for installing, for updates, for lifecycle, and to run or to easy operate OpenStack on top of these.
You operate OpenStack on top of Kubernetes?
Yep.
Okay.
Build these Kubernetes sandwich. Kubernetes, OpenStack, Kubernetes on top.
What else? Is this a whole stack?
No, it isn't. I was basically hoping for Jeff to jump in, but Jeff, hey, perhaps shortly introduce yourself and give a little bit more of insight into what VanillaStack is.
Yeah, so I maybe put some additional effort into what Karsten already and Christian already said. So I myself am currently working as mostly as cloud engineer or DevOps engineer. And on the VanillaStack team, I'm more or less working as developer, hand in hand with Karsten. So I'm currently working on the back end mostly and Karsten on the front end to get the whole experience, what we are trying to support, to an easy and useful tool, which offers you a lot of functionality, not just here, get your Kubernetes, and the rest you have to figure out on your own, and really in an easiest possible way. So yeah, what we trying to achieve is give you a lot of options, and we constantly working on additional features we can implement here. So currently, OpenStack was already set. Cloud Foundry is one of the key features. A persistent layer which offers you storage solutions based on Rook is also part of the current deployment, and many additional things regarding monitoring, logging. Everything you can imagine or need to imagine if you think about Kubernetes is already included in the base stack without you or forcing you to put additional effort into it. Yeah, that's what I would summarize from my part.
This is the important thing. VanillaStack is not just an additional tool for deploying Kubernetes. There are so many tools available on the open source market. It's a framework to run and operate cloud native software. What Jeff said, we have a bunch of tools included already at the moment. A lot other tools are in our pipeline. The new releases are coming, additional features. There's a lot of work. So we are also looking for other people to joining these, because VanillaStack should not be a Cloudical only solution. We would like to create and grow the community around this, and yeah, work together with other people, companies, to create the framework for running cloud native solutions.
Yeah, and we won't stop there, frankly, because that's just the start. So when Kim basically invited the community, I want to make that and widen it perhaps a little bit more even. VanillaStack is open source. It was true from the very beginning, but Cloudical is not trying to just open source something and then it's still only the Cloudical product. We want to broaden the scope there a little bit. So we are looking into how and when to make it available in some sort of a foundation. So basically it can be something that lives on a greater scale and is much more independent of just the company. So we want to emphasize the openness, the open source part, and ultimately true nature of open source, like sharing, giving insights and transparency even more. So that is very important to us. And then there are other things around the corner, like making it easier to deploy VanillaStack in the future and so on and so forth, which will be part of our open source approach as well. So the open source aspect is very important. The stack aspect is very important, and everything is integrated with each other. You can easily manage that from a, as Christian said, beautiful UI. And we are already with the current status very pleased. We are very proud with that. But again, that is just a start, and it should be perceived as a start. So join us, be with us, support us. It's highly welcome.
Maybe one additional thing especially for our community is there are a lot of tasks which might need different experiences. So for instance, we have a front end which is split from the rest of the project, in the sense that if you are a front end developer, have experience with that, and you would like to join the community, there are requests for you open as well as for others. If you're a backend developer, more or less feel like developing a backend, then there's also a place for you. And of course, for the whole heart of our project, the whole Ansible modular deployment stack, if you're experienced with Ansible or how deployments are proceeded through Helm or through any additional tool, then you're highly welcome. Every experience is highly welcome. If you're just learning or starting out on this regard, we are happy to help you out through common resources and open communities. And yeah, that's what I think is necessary to say. So it's not a typical Kubernetes project where you only see YAMLs after YAMLs. it's more or less structured as a real software project and additional scripting.
And at the end, try it out. Try help us make the product better. Try help us debugging. If you have wishes, if you need something else, if you want to have some feature implemented, let us know, because we have our point of view. We can test on the way we want to do something, but at the end, everyone is having different opportunities, and we need every one of you to help us make VanillaStack the optimum.
For the community, go to GitHub, join the VanillaStack community, work together with us on some issue base, give us the feedback, discuss with us in the discourse VanillaStack.io forum. Yeah, try it out.
Great. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. And I hope a lot of people will watch this video. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.